All right, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button on your way in the building. Sorry I'm late. I was having some technical difficulty, but we got everything up and running now. Punch that like button. Shout out to the mod squad, everybody watching. Herbert take his team right down the field and score a touchdown, man. I told y'all I got the Chargers winning this game. I've been telling y'all all week, but we'll see. The Chiefs second crack at it after they stalled out at the beginning. Mahomes back to pass with forever to throw. Nothing there. That secondary is playing good football, and Mahomes has to run, and he picks up the first down using his legs. This stream is being powered by Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, take advantage of a 100% match up to $100 on Sleeper using code tdphins. As you can see, the Sleeper app is active and live right here on the channel, the proud sponsor of TD Fins Talk this season. Let's go. Here we go. Mahomes hands it off this time. Right up the middle, good for 2 yards. What's up, California? TD should be able to show the game since it's on YouTube. I don't know about that. I don't think that's how that works. You know, we get shut down for playing other YouTube videos. That's why we don't do it. All right, Mahomes throws it to Kelsey over the middle, sitting down in the zone for the first down. They have flipped the field, and now they're in Chargers territory. Who I'm going for, I ain't going for neither of these teams because they're not the Dolphins. But I think the Chargers are going to win. All right, we got a false start on the Chiefs. Terrible, man. Everyone is streaming the game, even Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi, Sideshow Speed, Beast, all of them have a deal with YouTube to stream the game. All of them actually have a deal with YouTube, from my understanding, to stream the game. So that's probably why. All right, Mahomes, quick little dump down. And Schuster picks up the yards they lost for the most part. Who I got on my sleeper? Well, I gotta wait till halftime because I missed the entry, man, for this game. I missed the entry. So halftime, I know it should open back up, and that's when I'll get on it. All right, 2nd and 9. Trips to the right. Now it's quads to the right as Mahomes back to pass. Mahomes going deep. Way overthrown. Terrible. 3rd and 9 coming up. Critical down right here. Third and long, man. That ain't good. Worthy hurt. Rashid White suspended. They might be calling the Dolphins for Tyreek next week. And Mahomes going to use a timeout here. It's a big deal blocking for the Patrick Mahomes, but he added that's where you got to put your big boy pants on. By the way, Mahomes told us in secret, which he hasn't actually shared with anybody. Simmons was in the building before him and left after him every day. Something Patrick says just doesn't make sense. All right, here we go. Critical down on the field right here. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Mahomes, shotgun. We got a 5-man rush, possible 6. Throws. Oh, my God. Did Hollywood Brown just drop it? And they'll punt the football unless they're going to kick a crazy long field goal. You read my mind, TD. Give us a call, KC. You never know, man. You never know. Oh, this is going to be perfect field position for the Chiefs situation. They backed the Chargers down to the 1.5, 2-yard line. Herbert will come back, see if he can lead his team down the field again. Yes, y'all punch that like button. We'll see how this goes. Just because. Let me turn this down. TD, what's your expectation for Tyreek this season? Big season. They're going to force feed him the ball and try to get back to that. TD, you let people write stuff like that in your comments. I don't even know what you're talking about in your chat. I don't even know what you're referring to. I don't know what stuff you're talking about. Vivian just became a member of the channel. She's been rocking with us for a while, showing love and support all the time. Thank you, Vivian. All right, here we go. Herbert action out of the end zone from the 2-yard line. Herbert back to pass. Herbert with time, in trouble, throws the ball away on the play. TD, we might have the best pass rush group in the NFL. I don't know. Off Siri.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No. All right, here we go. Herberski. Quick check down in the zone. And that's Lad McConkey. Gets 7.5 yards on the play. Here we go, 3rd and 2. Critical down here. All right, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff off the right side. They're going to be straight to the line of scrimmage. No gain. They'll punt the football. That's a 3 and out. 3 and out. Who else starting Kelsey tonight? Need a Kelsey TD tonight. Hey, the Chiefs better get their act together. Nice punt. And it was high. And the Chiefs will start at the 42-yard line. Y'all punch that like button. TD, if y'all lose to the Colts and Tua is part of the loss, what would you say? You mean he part of the reason? I don't know, bro. It's context to every game. I got to see how the game goes, and man, I don't even want to get that in my mind. We're gonna beat the Colts. TD, where are you seeing these comments? I just saw one. Again, man, you always gonna have people who weren't raised right coming in trying to interrupt what you're doing because they sometimes just be your haters, So yeah, you got to pray for people like that, man. But it's crazy, man. Just these 2 games already, you just see how quarterbacks got to run, man. They got to get out of harm's way and go get it. You need haters. Yeah. TD, do you honestly feel like the Colts don't stand a chance? If we're going to be what we're supposed to be, then they don't stand a chance. And if we lose, then there you have it. It's we just terrible. All right, Mahomes fakes the handoff, back to pass, come back. Oh, I think that might have been picked. They saying incomplete, but he's saying an interception. We're gonna see the replay here. That ball's on the ground. That's gonna be incomplete. That's going to be incomplete. Scant Dollar said, TD, why are we still debating Tua versus Herbert? Shaking my head. Herbert, that guy, 100. Everybody knows that, man. It's just a small group of people that act like that don't exist, but we already know who those people are. TD, the Chief sucks. I've been telling people, man. I've been telling people. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9. Critical down for Patrick Mahomes. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. Mahomes going deep. He got him, but overthrew him. Mahomes bumming it out. I told y'all Mahomes ain't been the same. I was one of the few people that told y'all Mahomes is actually not as good as y'all think. I've evaluated Mahomes. He don't process the field well. His superpower is his improvisational skills. But sitting in that pocket, he is not as great as people think. He's not. Fair catch. Chargers will start at the 21-yard line. Herbert to march the offensive unit right back out again. All right, here we go. Herbert back to pass, throws wide open, got him. He taking off down the field. Oh, he fumbled. Oh, they batted it out of bounds. Smart play by McConkey. It's a penalty, but it'll be at the spot of the foul, so you're still going to get a big gain. Smart play by McConkey, batting it out. It's a penalty, but you got to make sure that they don't get that ball. It's still first down. It's a 10-yard penalty, but that's from the spot of the bat because that was a live football fumble. All right, here we go. Now they're at the 44-yard line. Back to pass. Herbert going deep. Man, oh, he dropped it. Man, that boy Herbert can make every throw, man. That's a bad drop. Mike Williams, I think that was him. Right in the bucket, and he dropped it. Right in the bucket. You talk about a perfect pass. Here we go again. This time Herbert hands it off and he's gone. First down, run to the left. Tell you, the Chargers just have balance, man. They have balanced offense. They could run, they could throw. Yeah, Herbert throws dimes deep. All right, here we go. Herbert on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Throws a bullet over the middle. First down to Keenan Allen. And they lost a key offensive lineman, and that O-line is holding up very well. Well, that ball was tipped. All right, here we go. Another power run formation. But they got a loaded box. This might be play action. And it is. It is. Herbert again. Bang. Man, hey, man. Listen, how do you not fall in love with that arm? You see how the ball get from A to B so fast outside the numbers? You see these 15-yard outs? You see these 15-yard outs? Man, come on, man. How do you not fall in love with that arm? Tua could do that TD. Man, don't be capping over here. They already in the red zone, man. Handoff, run, but we got a flag. That's 7-yard run, but we got flags everywhere. It's going to be on the offense. Repeat first down. That's on the offense. Who is that? Is that Mekhi Becton? On the sideline, banged up. I ain't see the hole, but okay. All right, trips to the right, one to the left. Herbert shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass. Herbert under pressure, escapes the pressure, puts a move on. Herbert lowers the shoulder and still running. Herbert runs for the first down, 22-yard, but we got another flag. We got another flag. Oh, my gosh, man. Holding on the offense, replay first down again. They just keep pushing Herbert back, and he keep getting them. Man, why do we people even argue this craziness? Look at all the O-line depth LA has. Well, they holding too. But look at Herbert, man. You know, Herbert probably told himself, hey, it's time for me to be more aggressive and actually be more mobile. I can do it. I'm a big guy. He might have told himself that this year because that's like the third run. I've seen him like, hey, man, let me go get it. That's like the third one of the game. Herbert might be telling himself, hey, let me go ahead and add that element everybody else got. See, yeah. And we could have had this man. All right. I think I got it set up now. Different commercials. All right, here we go. Back to the action. Herbert checks it down, tackle right away on 1st and 30. All right, Herbert's back to pass, throws to the miscommunication. He was throwing to the end zone, but the receiver stopped on a comeback. All right, here we go. Herbert back to pass. Quick underneath throw. And they're going to get that to the 21-yard line, and they'll settle for a field goal. So some penalties killed the Chargers on that. And they'll try to go up 10-0. All right, I think I'm synced up now. All right, the kick is up. Oh, it's good. Flag, though. Offsides, they'll decline and take the 3 points. Tua ranks 28th best QB. LOL. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Tua's about 17, y'all. Now, there are young quarterbacks coming into the league that could surpass him. But for right now, until we see those guys like Cam Ward and those guys play, Michael Penix, all those guys, he's about 17. Yeah, Tua was rated 28th on one of these sites, but yeah, that's crazy. Insane. Mm. All right, breaking news. Xavier Worthy officially ruled out of the game. Said Mahomes with no weapons equals Mac Jones. Wow. All right. All right. The Chiefs are going to start at the 34-yard line on the return. All right, here we go. Mahomes, redeem yourself. Quick check down underneath 6 yards. Hollywood Brown. That's what you got to do. You got to just take the little 5-yard quick hitters in that zone defense. TD, this game might be an upset. Chargers win. No, it ain't going to be no upset. Not for me. I already told y'all the Chargers going to win, but we'll see. The upset to me is if the Chiefs win. The Chargers, I'm telling y'all, man. Oh, screen, no good. This is just sloppy football by the Chiefs. Sloppy football. Very sloppy football. All right, third down. So man coverage. Oh, and he stopped him short. Good play. That was a big time play. He just needed one more yard. So they're staying out there. This is very dangerous. Kareem Hunt, good patient running, getting to the outside on that play. Very good patient running. Yeah, that was no contain on the outside. Yep, fresh set of downs. Here we go. Handoff to the right. Nice run for 7 yards. Oh, my bad. All right, trips to the right, 2 to the left. Back to pass. Another quick dump down to Hollywood Brown for the first down. Chiefs finally moving. This is a critical part of the field, though. You can't stall here. You're just on the verge of field goal range. All right, Mahomes, play action. Being chased. Mahomes out of bounds. Second down coming up. All right, here we go. Empty backfield. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Back to pass. Quick slant. Hollywood Brown. Short of the first. 3rd and 2 coming up. Here we go. Oh, fumble, but he got it off. And Brown's not going to get the first. They're going to be another yard short. They obviously going for it. I think your luck might run out. I don't know if this is what you want to do. All right, that's a timeout for the Chiefs. All right, here we go. Power run line. Back to pass. And they gets the first down. Good execution. I think it was several people open. All right, here we go. Still moving the rock. Mahomes in pressure, blocking the back. No flag. Wow. Ooh, Mahomes just got rocked. Oh, they're going to flag. Yeah, they're going to back this up 10 yards. All right. 1st and 20. Quick dump down. That is a Mike McDaniel special right there. The Chiefs still in the play for Mike McDaniel. Wheel route, quick seam. They're running Mike McDaniel, Tua's little system on that play right there. All right, here we go. Trips to the right, one to the left, delayed handoff, Pacheco, first down and more. 1st and goal from the 9, where the ref is trying to say the 10-yard line. All right, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Mahomes back to pass. Bad throw. I guess I don't know if that's a throwaway or just a bad throw. Wow. Chargers defense first. Touchdowns, drives, and percentage in the red zone. That's tough. The Chargers, the Chargers was all over that. Tried to sneak Brown off the opposite side going across. They were all over it. See, they run a lot of man match where the defender might be deep, but he's sprinting to the receiver early. All right. Travis Kelce need to make a play. Mahomes escapes, but he in trouble. Takes a sack. Wow. They'll hold him to a field goal. Mahomes out here running like Shador. Mm. All right, field goal is good. At least they get some points on the board. So the drive is still a win, technically. Getting 3 points on the board, keeping it a one possession game. Now Herbert's going to have 4 minutes and 50 seconds to try to go up even more. Here's why it's important. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't the Chiefs get the ball first? Let me know in the chat. Didn't the Chiefs get the ball first? They need to, I think they got the ball first. So they need to stop the Chargers here. Because if the Chargers score here and get the ball at the half, that could be tough. Chargers got it first. No, I think the Chiefs did. Because the Chargers scored on their first drive, and that was after the Chiefs had to punt the ball. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out the official sponsor of TD Finstalk Sleeper, where you can get a 100% match on your first deposit up to $100 using code TDFins. All right, take advantage of it. Get on your sleeper picks. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do, because I haven't put this in yet. Let me put my Dolphin picks in. We're gonna do us a anytime touchdown for Jonathan Taylor, but we're gonna go over on A-Chain. I said under earlier, but we're gonna go over. Tyreek Hill going off. Tua going over. I'll never trust Waddle. Daniel Jones going under. Ollie Gordon. I'm gonna leave him alone. Yeah, that Malik Washington is like you want to do it, but you don't. I don't know what to think there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the rest of this alone. Yeah, we're gonna throw $5 on that. Let me see. Yeah, we could use a boost. We could boost it up. All right, there go my ticket. I boosted it up 35%. So if I hit $5, will get me $74.79. That's a nice little win. All right, back to the action. Oh, we got the Herbert them back on here. Anyway, let's get back to the game. All right, here we go. All right, first down, they're going to get about 3 yards on the play. Make sure I sync it up here. All right, cool. 2nd and 7. They want this clock to tick. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Incomplete. Herbert sidearms it with pressure coming. And the receiver feels like it should have been a flag, Keenan Allen, but there isn't one. 3rd and 7 coming up. Here we go. Is Herbert going to deliver one of those strikes? And you got Ladd McConkey and nobody following him? That's dangerous work, man. Blitz coming. Ladd McConkey, first down. You saw it pre-snap. He went in motion. Nobody followed him. The safety one-on-one, 12 yards back. First down, man. Like, that's what I hate in this league. Like, some of this stuff is just too obvious. You could just know where to go. Joe Alt, man, holding up Chris Jones. That was some nice, like, hey, they got them one. All right, Herbert, handoff. No, they're gonna lose several yards. No, they just lose 1. And the clock is ticking. All right. And this is just Joe Alt's second career start, I think. All right. Herbert switching it up, goes to the shotgun. We got man coverage on this. Nope, zone. And Herbert eats in the zone. Throws a dot. Oh, my gosh. How Lad McConkey out there skating on them? Lad McConkey out there skating on these boys, man. Lad McConkey out here skating on these boys, man. He got a little speed to him. You don't notice. Herbert got that arm, boy. Herbert got an arm. I don't care what none of y'all say. That's what you call a quarterback. And they're going to let it go down to the 2-minute warning. They're not going to get a playoff. Man. All right, back to the action. Herbert, deep right. Oh, he overthrew McConkey for the touchdown. Oh, that was a move. Lad with a good move there. All right, 2nd and 10. Herbert changing the play. Herbert's going to run and slide and get 5 yards. Third and 5 coming up. right, here we go. 3rd and 6. Nobody covering Ladd right now. He's in the slot in zone coverage. Oh, but they get Keenan Allen, 1st down. Yeah, that's a lot of offense for the Chargers, man. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Herbert under center. Hands it off. Runs into a wall again. -1 yard. Chiefs doing a good job stopping the run, though. They're putting this on Herbert, but he's delivering. How many yards Herbert got? Somebody help me out because I don't have it up. 170. Never mind. So he on pace for 340. Well, he probably gonna have even more here. 2nd and 11. Empty backfield. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Chargers lose their all-pro left tackle and don't miss a beat. We used to lose Armstead, and the whole team falls apart. The team is constructed wrong. That's what happens when you're trying to build around a guy who can't make up the difference. Wait, that's a flag on who? Delay a game. Ten-second runoff. Kansas City declines. They don't want the penalty because they want the time. 2nd and 11. Herbert shovels it, but incomplete. All right, 3rd and 16. TD stand for second half, man. I'm out of here, man. You mean they run the ball? They just want to take the points, and they're out of bounds. So look for the Chargers to kick a field goal to try to go up 13-3, 2 possessions. I don't know why he stayed out of bounds, stayed inbound. That was terrible by the running back. Why would you go out of bounds when you could have ran the clock all the way down to 2 seconds? Mental problem right there. It's a mental error. Now you get a Chiefs an opportunity to try to put points on the board. The kick is up and good. 45 seconds for Mahomes. Big mental mistake. Yeah, that hat pretty fire though. Yeah, he'll learn from it. Mm. All right, so we back to the action. All right, here we go. Mahomes back to pass, throws it deep right. Oh, that's a huge catch. That is a huge catch. I don't even know who that was, but that was a huge catch. Yeah, that's a dagger, not a dagger, but yeah, that's a tough one there, man. What is this? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to sync my TV up. Oh, Mahomes almost picked off. Almost picked off. But I'm telling y'all, he don't be reading that field well, man. Third and 10. The reality is this needs to be an end zone shot. I mean, they have time. false start, and that is brutal right there. $5 yards ain't gonna matter. You better hope it don't matter. Mahomes better not take a sack either. Another 5 yards. You say it's not gonna matter. Now is it mattering? Quick out. And that's inbounds, yeah. And what, you gonna bring the kicker? He kicks it, and that's good. He makes it. Hey, that's some execution right there, man. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It matters. Stop that mess. That's a big time kick, man. They needed that, and they were able to keep it in one possession. All because the running back went out of bounds for the Chargers. Like it's seen in history. I know, right? All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all have a great night. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, check out Sleeper. If you want to take advantage with our proud sponsor of the channel, go to the Sleeper app and go ahead. And right now, the lines, everything is back open for the second half. So get in on the action. It's all back open for the second half. All right. Let me see something here. I'm gonna go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go. Let me see something. Lad got almost 50 yards. We're gonna go over on Lad. We're gonna finish this one out. We're gonna go under on Travis. He ain't doing so well. We're gonna go over on Keenan. Allen over. Is Mahomes only completions? I don't like Mahomes completions, so we'll go Travis Kelsey under. Hollywood Brown ain't doing nothing special. I think that'll be good. Pacheco, 5 reception yards. No, I think I might be good where I am. Yeah, let's book it. Get a 25% boost. We're going to submit that one. involving Kelsey. Oh, Travis Kelsey's expired or something? Okay. Let me redo it. It's saying Travis Kelsey's expired. So, are y'all sure? Oh, that's why. Trying to get me a good ticket in. For some reason, they don't want me to get this Travis Kelsey, man. All right, let me remove him and then go back. Let me try that. Well, I'll figure it out, man. But this is going to be my ticket. I'm finna try to figure this out. All right, y'all. But I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of the game. I'll see y'all soon.